Welcome to the Through the Table podcast with Tom, Rick, Russ, JL, and Brian.
But yeah, same thing. I can't even watch NXT anymore. I don't watch it. It's just it's bad.
Stop.
It's so bad. So
you
bad.
not watching that's like JL not watching Impact.
Or our own show.
No, that'd be if you did watch our own show.
Oh, that would be true.
Or not thanking Jason for titles.
What's that?
Or not thanking Jason for titles. It's like almost like that.
Thank
Which
you.
reminds
for
me,
one
does
time.
anyone want to thank him?
No,
Nope.
I
We
forgot.
only have one vendor.
Dementia. It's really bad this week.
Yeah, very bad.
It's really acting up, just staring at walls.
It's acting up. Sciatic nerve, dementia on this side. Just acts up.
And the bat logo over here.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I know. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, what else happened in the world of wrestling this week? Oh, NXT. Yeah. So, I mean, I mentioned it earlier, but so 205 Live is gone.
Yep.
That was still around?
Yeah. Now it's NXT Level Up.
Except it wasn't really 205 Live for the last couple of months because
Right,
they've had everyone but 205 Live guys working it.
They had 408-pound Odyssey Jones working it like every week, and they were still calling it 205 Live.
And your gay cowboys were on it as well.
Yeah.
All
And
the
this-
time.
And the 6'8", 280 gay Cowboys.
Right.
I would just call that Cowboys.
Probably not.
No, you gotta add that twice.
YouTube doesn't
You write that down real quick.
quick. I'll write it down for you, JL.
I don't watch the show.
That's your new gimmick.
That's definitely my. It's not new. Oh boy,
All right, so what else happened this week?
Futurama got renewed.
That's wrestling.
Well, yeah, because they had a wrestling episode.
That
Wait,
one
what
time.
got renewed?
Futurama. 20 episodes.
Did you hear about this?
That's an edit.
Yeah, that's an edit. Tegan Knox. You see that thing?
Yeah, I saw what she said. Mhm.
Nope. I
So
didn't.
Tegan
Wait a
Knox had an interview with somewhere, and basically they were like, well, why did you think you got fired? And she was like, budget cuts was basically, I'm a 5'6" brown-haired girl that is just, the girl next door, and I don't, she's like, I don't fit what they want. And she even said, she goes, it looks like they're going back to like the divas
Mhm.
of like the late 90s,
Right.
or
Oh,
like
yeah.
early 2000s.
The women's revolution's out the window, and it has been for a long time.
Gone. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why half the women on the roster look like real dolls now. They all look the same. They literally all look the same. They've all got the same plastic surgery.
Yeah. I got nothing. I was gonna come out with some really nasty comments, but I'm not gonna.
He's not the best color
Hey,
guy in the
Tom,
business for
tell us
nothing,
about
folks.
That's why you get all the money,
what
JL.
real dolls are like.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Russ?
I was just wondering if JL and Tom could tell us about what real dolls are like.
The 24 people who subscribe to us can Google it. And if they're wrestling fans, they probably own one.
Oh no.
I've seen one on the
23,
side
we're
of the
down to
street. It was
23 now.
clean.
Oh boy.
They all look the same, though. They literally, like, Carmella has the same plastic surgery that awful freaking Natalia has, and they all got the same, like, cheekbones are done, the big night crawlers for lips, the real skinny nose. They all look the same.
Who's the one diva you hate the most? Go.
Natalia. Natalia is the question that nobody asked.
Russ.
That would be a good gimmick. The question that nobody asked.
Her dad had that gimmick. Her dad had that gimmick.
Which woman do you like the least in the WWE is your question.
Wow. Tamina would be too easy.
From what
I'll
I heard,
send it to-
Carmella was easy. What?
Yeah. Well, who?
I'll send it to Rick, and then I'll have my answer after him.
My least favorite woman in the WWE right now.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair.
Wow.
Ooh, why is that?
Wow.
Because I've never been a fan. I think she's incredibly sloppy. She's
She
like
goes into business for herself.
goes into
Oh,
business
yeah, all
for
the
herself.
time.
I feel honestly, she's put it this way. As far as sloppy goes, all right, Charlotte Flair's right here, right there. Jade Cargill. Okay.
All
right.
Wow. We are going down.
Wow. No.
And if they ever wrestle each other, both of them are getting paralyzed somehow at the same time. No, I mean, honestly, and especially ever since that, what was it? It was the TLC. They did the TLC tag match that Charlotte was in, and Kairi Sane got concussed and
And she didn't care.
messed up a spot, and Charlotte just slapped, scrambled her brain even more. Friggin' she
Okay.
what? So yeah, Charlotte Flair's got my vote.
All right.
So back to me, like taking Tamina off. I'm gonna go with Ronda Rousey.
She's pretty bad. Brian.
All right, I'll go somewhere different. Carmella.
That was mine.
Terrible.
She's awful.
Awful.
I mean,
all around. Nothing good about her. She's a nice person from what I've heard, but that's about it.
Yeah, who's that?
Carmella.
Yeah, I heard she's really nice.
But in the ring, awful.
I have nothing
What
against
about
her.
what about male performers?
Madcap Moss.
Yeah.
That gimmick is just atrocious.
Oh, it's so bad. The over-the-top laughter every
Veer
2
Mahan.
seconds.
The damn.
How can you hate him? He's never
stupid
around.
Shoes. Those piss me off. Those stupid shoes.
Oh, his brunch loafers.
Yep, I can't take those things.
Brunch loafers.
I hate the fact that he wears a belt and suspenders. How badly do you need your pants held up?
All out the bottom of it. He's got to keep him in this at the one spot because any more nuts.
Oh, there's ball coming right on out.
So much ball.
What about AEW? We'll go to the same thing.
Same thing,
Other than Jade Cargill.
except for Jade.
Oh God, except for Jade.
Because then we're all gonna say Jade.
Yeah.
So the worst woman except for Jade. Let's see.
Except for Jade.
Is that an intern?
What the hell's her name? Mercedes Martinez.
That was gonna be mine. Okay.
Mercedes
Russ,
Martinez just looks like
I
she's
think
got,
Russ is moving the car. We have to give him a
She's-
minute.
Mercedes
Yeah.
Martinez has that face that looks like she might have giantitis, but I can't quite tell.
Yeah.
Trying to think of who's the worst in there.
I'm gonna say mine. And Tom, I'm gonna tell you to behave.
Oh no.
Worst woman in the division. Nyla Rose.
Oh.
Nope, I made a promise. I made a promise.
At least you raised your hand. You're like, no.
I made a promise.
And it's
You're
honestly,
not wrong.
I just
He gets blown up in 2 seconds now.
and I feel like she's gonna kill somebody at some point.
Yep.
She's definitely gonna kill somebody
Oh,
at
yeah.
some point.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say either
What's your pick,
Nyla.
JL?
Oh, that's it.
You asked a question. You got to give an answer.
No, I asked
too.
the question. You know who I absolutely do not think is very good is the what's her name? She's the first women's champion.
Riho?
Riho. I can't stand Riho.
I mean, it does kind of suck, like that she's like 74 pounds.
Yeah, that's what I was about
You know
to
what I
say.
mean?
Like, there's just no realism there that she's like literally Kate Moss.
Like she kills Britt Baker, but like how?
Right.
So
I agree, but
Yeah.
it's
But I
But
don't
I-
mind her as a wrestler, though.
right.
I do. I totally do.
It's
Realism, I get it.
right, the realism part, but at the same time, it's. I mean,
There was
It's-
also Rey Mysterio in the WWE doing the same
Right.
thing back in the day.
Yeah.
you know, so I mean, it's a good pick. I
Yeah.
can totally see where you're coming from, but if I had a choice between Riho and Nyla Rose, I would totally keep Riho.
Do you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
go Brian and then Russ, or Russ then Brian?
I agreed with Nyla Rose.
Oh, you agree with Nyla Rose?
Totally.
Okay,
Yeah,
Russ, that's you.
100%.
You got under your WWE hate.
So what the say again the question.
Who is the worst woman? Not women.
In your opinion,
And you
In
can't,
your
and it
opinion,
can't
in
be Jade.
AEW.
He's gonna say the whole roster.
And it can't be
Yeah.
Jade Cargill because everyone already knows.
Everybody but Britt, pretty much.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know how you can say
That's
that.
Actually,
hard.
no, I like what's her name? Deeb.
Sandra Deeb.
Yeah, she's
Serena
good.
Deeb, Sandra
Serena
Deeb
Deeb.
is cooking that work lady.
She's good.
Oh, hate or dislike.
Yeah, you want to do dislike, not like.
Somebody that if you could murder, you would.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I would say maybe not renew their contract.
Yeah, right.
I mean, still have a
Kill,
life there.
fire. I mean, look, it's all relative.
well, Jade Cargill sucks.
Yeah, we
Can't put her.
Yeah.
we can't put her because we all kind of agree
Universally,
that she's
she would win hands down.
hands down.
It has to be someone besides her.
That other girl
Man.
that Jade wrestled the other night on TV, that she's kind of bad too. I don't know what that's. AQA.
OKQ or something.
Yeah, yeah.
AQA, yeah.
Her name
She's
looks
supposed
like
to
a
be
sorority.
awesome. Which I'm just saying from
Well,
like
Jade's so
what I've
awful,
read.
it's hard to see if she's any good or not.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I want to see her in another match with someone
Mhm.
else, like a Statlander or something.
And next week, the poor bunny will get killed by Jade, and you
Oh,
know
I
she will.
love the bunny.
I think Bunny is a lot better than they're letting her be.
Oh,
Yes.
she totally is. Yeah.
Because
I
I
see
saw
her
it
work
in
at
Impact.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
better.
Mhm. They're starting to let her do a little bit now.
So let's go to the male division.
Wait, Russ isn't off the hook yet. Who is it,
I was-
Russ?
Oh, Russ.
Disappointed.
Man.
You choose a
Wow.
man.
If you, I'm gonna say.
That's horrible. We
Recently-
shouldn't say that.
I'm gonna
Don't
say
worry, it'll be
recently,
edited.
not the whole time, but like
You can't
I'm-
edit that. Look
I'm-
at Rick's reaction.
Who is it, Russ?
I could get rid of Thunder Rosa right now.
Oh no!
Wow.
Are you
Wow.
kidding? Are you still high
Wow.
from earlier?
I liked her, but she hasn't done anything for me lately.
Wow.
She can work circles around any woman in the WWE, and I mean that 100%. She is one of the best female workers in the world
Had a
today.
great match this week.
She could come back. She could come back.
She's your
but
next
right now, she's
Women's
She's
world
totally-
champion.
She's totally winning the title at the
Oh,
pay
yeah.
per view.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Completely winning it.
110%. Absolutely. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa. Never go in.
Oh,
So wait, edit that back in just over and over.
I want a half a sugar skull in my pillow.
oh no.
Oh boy.
Wow.
All right. How about your men's division picks?
No, none of them.
Well,
you got to get rid of one.
yeah. Well, who's the lead?
I'll go first.
Don't pick anybody.
I'll go
before you
first.
Go,
Cody's
before you
already
go,
gone.
Don't pick anybody who's already gone, like
No.
Brian Cage.
Oh, Cody.
QT Marshall.
Andrade.
Just don't want
Andrade.
anything to do with QT. Get him out of there.
Andrade.
You know what? I'm throwing something out there. John, this is for you.
Okay.
Sting.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
Wait a minute. This is
You know
Sting.
why I want Sting gone?
Why?
For 2 reasons.
Okay,
One-
Because he has to main
He's-
event WrestleMania.
Yes, he's got work to do up north. I want Darby to do something on his own and realize he doesn't
That's a good
need
point.
a senior citizen.
Good point. He's saying this isn't the senior home. What else? What's 2?
Yeah, you know what? Darby. Get him out of here.
Darby?
Wow.
Darby.
Do you
Put-
watch wrestling?
He doesn't want. No, he only reads it.
But like
Wow.
for the same reason that you said to get rid of Sting. Like
Because he's an
do
old
it on your
man.
do it on your own. Like I didn't think he should have been in there with CM Punk. And just like he's good and he kills himself, but he's overrated too.
And now there's 2 of you.
I guess it leaves Rick now.
Yeah.
I
Rick.
mean,
Don't go with the obvious.
right. I'm trying to, because honestly,
I'm setting that up because I
there's
know who
so-
you choose.
There's so many people I could literally just 5 right off the top of my head. But all right, I'm gonna skip those guys because they're obvious. Let's see.
JF, Joey Janela.
I say Joey Janela, Serpentico, Luther,
Luther, yeah.
Sunny Kiss. There's a bunch, but I'm trying to think as far as like a.
Oh wait, I got before. Well, I'll let you think for 1 more minute. I'll put Darby back in, but this is my final answer.
Ah, okay.
I don't agree with that one
I
either.
don't agree with that one.
Because that's
All
all
right.
he does.
Ready? I'm gonna Chris Jericho.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's a biggie.
No, he's in
No,
the
it's Chris
WWE.
Jericho, not a Biggie.
Chris Jericho.
Russ and I both did a Big E joke.
That's my pick.
See, look, we come together eventually. So,
Well, if Tegan Knox is around.
oh yes.
Oh, hey now.
Oh no.
Anything can happen.
I was
in
gonna
the
say
WWE.
Brian hasn't even had last week's episode on. We're giving him so much work for this week's episode.
Yeah.
Being all responsible.
Trying to support a family.
Oh, what am I, an idiot? God.
Future
No, my job's
endeavor
just to
yourself
edit.
already. Come on.
Oh man.
I had one.
Oh yeah, you hadn't given us one.
I haven't given it one, and I had it, and then I lost it because we started talking about fun things.
Oh,
What's happening?
this might just have to be an edited show.
Oh man, the whole group's together. It's probably the best we do.
One night. This is the one night stand.
Yeah, this is it.
This
You
is
can't
all
say
the
Matt
pods that shit
Cardona.
happens.
No, I'm not putting it to Max. We are on a first name basis. Oh, what did I have? It was just a minute ago.
Luchasaurus.
I hate Luchasaurus, but I'm not going to go with Luchasaurus because I understand his purpose is like merchandise. You know what I don't like is the what are they
Open
called?
gun.
What are they called?
Danhausen.
I like Danhausen.
Who are you looking? Who are you talking about?
Who's the H2O? Is it H2O or Octane or
2.0.
2.0 maybe?
No, I think you're talking about Jack Evans and Angelico, right?
H2O?
H2.
Are they
Yeah.
still around?
Hybrid 2?
Yeah,
Hybrid too?
they're on YouTube every week.
No, they haven't been around for like 2
So
months.
are we.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they're
know.
ones that are contracts are going to lapse, and they basically already gotten rid of them.
All right, then they can't count.
This is
Then
what
I will
happens when
go
they only
with-
watch Impact.
Who doesn't?
They'll probably be on
Um,
Impact in a couple of weeks.
All of the Dark Order except for John Silver.
John Silver's pretty cool. I
Not
like
bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah.
I like Dark
Wicked
Order.
nice
Though.
guy.
Although I'm not gonna lie, Russ, is if 10 Preston Vance went to WWE, he'd be like your favorite dude ever. Because
Oh my God, you would tell
Oh,
us
you would
all.
love them.
He's going to be world champion by WrestleMania 41. He's going to be Cody in the main event.
His segment on Wednesday was awful.
They had a segment on Wednesday.
He had
Yeah,
a
he
good match
started
tonight with
hucking
Fat
people.
Adam Cole.
He's just
Oh,
tossing
right.
people out of the ring
I don't think that was his fault as much as the indie guys that they
that
had
were
in the
just
ring. with him.
terrible. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
could,
they're
like,
security
just
guards,
dunk
None
it.
of
Five
those,
minutes
none of those
no.
dudes.
Like, oh, it's
yeah.
my turn. It's my
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah,
They
but
didn't
were
post
horrible,
for it
though.
at all.
They didn't know what to do.
They stopped more than the NWO did to Sting.
He probably tore a rotator cuff trying to hip toss them all.
Did you
Probably.
see the one at the end who kept saying no,
Yep.
but he was doing it weird? Like,
Mhm.
I kind of really thought he really was afraid.
He probably was. So what
Being
was
in
your
the ring
pick?
with Joe?
Oh, it's still back to me.
I know. We
We're
haven't
not giving
forgotten.
up. We're not giving up. We'll stay here all night.
This was your gimmick too. You
This is
started.
my gimmick. I came up with it. I gotta think of it. Hold on.
Anthony Ogogo.
He sucks.
He and Anthony Ogogo,
Yeah,
but he's
he
not
could-
coming back now, is he?
Oh
He
yeah,
can stay
he's
home.
around. He's been on Elevation
He
like
was
17
a
weeks
Cody
in a row.
project, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a Cody project, so
He's
he'll be
still
going
there.
soon.
Are they still going to use the Nightmare Factory?
Yes, I think so. Because it's still
AEW,
run by Cody.
AEW owns it. It's run by QT.
And it's run by Cody. He is the owner operator.
Right, but AEW has to do the to work the people and all the new guys and all that stuff. So they have a little bit of a share in it.
QT
Yeah.
Marshall
Close it.
should have a stable of women, and it should be QT's Cuties.
That would actually work.
I'll go with QT Marshall.
Hey, I did
I
that.
hate QT Marshall.
He has no reason to be on TV.
He has none.
Keep him as
He's
a trainer.
completely useless.
Let him be a producer. He just doesn't need to be on TV.
Or actually, you know who I'd choose? If I had to choose announcers, it'd be that guy, Alex.
Alex
Marvin.
Marquez.
He
I
sucks.
hate him. Every time he shows up and he's like, oh,
He's the worst. He is the worst.
Remember when they put him at the desk for like a couple
a week.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
at the
the
start
first
of it
meeting.
because they didn't have enough people yet.
Cool.
He was
He's-
painful then.
He's
And
good
he's
friends with
painful
Tony.
now.
That's why they kept him around.
It's kind of wild how like if you go back and watch like old like the first like 3 weeks of AEW
Mhm.
TV, I mean it's definitely improved by
Oh, yeah.
leaps and bounds.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it, but you know it's also it is kind of like it is pretty like funny though. It's just like I think AEW right now is like is like probably you know I mean I know they're still new and everything, but this is probably the best that they've been at like
Yeah.
since they've started. And it's just weird how like the Bucks aren't on TV, Kenny's not on TV, he's gone. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like
Everything evolves.
right, but at the same time, it's you know that's what it takes. That's what it, you know. I mean, I'm sure Kenny's going to come back and it's going to be amazing, and
Oh yeah,
you know,
but no need to rush him back.
right.
I wish Miro would come back quicker because
Well, guess what? He's supposed to be back in the next couple of weeks.
See,
He's gonna be in one of the qualifying matches for the ladder match there, because they're going with all the hosses for it this time.
See, that's all well and good, but at the same time, I feel like if you're gonna have like all these big ass dudes just beat the crap out of each other, do you really need it to be a ladder match? You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
just they always book it that way for that
No, I-
one match. It's just they're just gonna keep it around.
So if they're getting all the big guys, who's the Joker? Who's the big guy that could be a Joker?
I have an idea.
Let's hear it.
Would you like to share it with the class?
I hope it's not Killer Cross. That's
No,
what
I'm
Doc
thinking
is.
Wyndham Rotundo finally makes his debut.
I can see that.
And where the
That's
hell
what
is
I'm
he?
thinking. That's what I'm thinking. The movie's
Well,
done. He's done
yeah.
with the movie.
He was filming a movie. He's also getting over his depression and trying to like get himself regulated.
I just think it's time for him to show up.
But do you do Bray Wyatt or whatever you want to call him, and you know, especially with like Keith Lee being, you know what I mean? Like, is that too much? Like, you know, too much. I mean, I can't say debut because Keith Lee already debuted, but you know, is that? It's like
Too many cooks.
right. Well, it's just, you know, I mean, it always seems like the Joker is always the surprise, and the Joker always wins. You know what I mean? It's like the same formula every year. So it's like, do you have Bray, and do you really think Bray Wyatt needs the TNT title?
No.
You know what I mean?
But who would you have in then?
I mean, I would say Keith Lee.
He's not the Joker though. He's already in it. No, I'm
Right.
saying who's the Joker going to be?
Yeah, that doesn't mean that
The
Joker's
winner
gonna
doesn't.
win it.
Yeah, I don't think the Joker will win this year, but that's just my
Presented
guess.
by Little Caesars, the Batman.
Maybe.
The Batman Calzone.
Batman Calzone.
It's going to be a debut. It's somebody that hasn't worked for him yet. That's always who the Joker is.
It's not Buddy Matthews because he showed up with
Right.
Malachi the other
He's
night.
there next week because they're doing the House of Black versus Penta and Pac match next week. So he's coming back, and then Phoenix will show up.
Because it's been past 3 weeks. He's ready.
Yep.
Hey, Eddie Kingston came back too.
3 weeks.
Mhm.
Orbital bone fracture. He's back.
So I watched that promo. I didn't see. I mean, unless was it blatant or was it like that? Buddy Matthews was in that promo.
He was right at
He
the
was in
end
the-
when they
he
were
was the
saying,
shadow.
who are we waiting for? And he walked through the door and they had
Yeah.
him kind of like blurred out, but you could tell it was him.
Yeah, it was definitely
Also,
him.
an important note in I guess, and I don't watch NXT, but in NXT, I guess there was a scene, and I just read this where Aleister Black said, "Oh, who's coming knocking on my door?" And it was Buddy Matthews,
Hmm.
and
Well-
now he said it again. So
Because they were feuding on
Yeah.
the main roster at the end there.
and they
Also
said
in,
something about who's knocking on my door.
In Malachi's little thing that he filmed prior to debuting with AEW,
Mhm.
he kind of mentioned Buddy and mentioned a bunch of stuff there in that too. So it just completely makes sense.
Yeah, they were in the same
Yeah.
hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
And not for nothing too. Like that's the whole reason he paints his face and has the
Yep.
contact lenses.
Yeah.
Buddy
Mhm.
Matthews
Mhm.
hurt his eyeball. You know?